the end of this video, you'll have 5 tips that make starting to work on your dreams after your 9 to 5 as easy as watching your favorite show.
But before we get to that, is that really what you want your life to look like for the next 50 years?
I wake up at 5:30 am, get ready in an hour on the train, 8 hours working for someone else's dream, back on the train because who needs their own free time, right? And by the time I get home, it's already dark. Society tells us that this is normal, but I wasn't living. I was just surviving, and I just couldn't shake the feeling. I can change this. I don't want to follow this routine for the rest of my life. The DICE system.
Here's a fun way to make starting feel like a game, because let's be honest, after 8 hours of work, starting is always the hardest part.
All you need is a dice, and you roll it once, and whatever number you land on, that's what you do. Each number means something you've said beforehand.
For example, my dice has these numbers. So we have 1, edit a YouTube video, and 2, read 10 pages of a book. That just will grow my skills. Oh yeah, we have also this number. This is a free choice, so I can do whatever I want, but it still needs to build my future.
There's no such a thing as a good or a bad number. 9. Isn't that genius?
This little friend will spice things up. It is random. You will feel like you have a date night. No, not a date night though, but like a game night with yourself, and you stop overthinking because the dice will decide.
You'll also tend to not procrastinate because the action is so small and easy, and once you roll, you're already starting.
I mean, you're doing this to create a life you will love to wake up to, right? If you don't have a dice at home, like just go to a friend's house and borrow theirs. No, that was a joke. Don't steal.
The jar.
Here's what you need.
A jar, a box, anything where you can just put stuff into. Coins, shells, marbles, stones, anything small you can collect.
The idea.
Put a jar on your desk or wherever you can always see it.
Every night after work, you play a little game. Who's gonna win? You or your laziness? I'm sorry if that sounds hard.
If you use your evening well, learning, building, creating, you can add a coin to the jar. If you waste your evening, scrolling, Netflix, doing nothing, you remove one.
The goal is simple. Fill the jar until it's completely full.
This can be your motivation system and your visual progress tracker. You can even give each coin a meaning. For example, 10 minutes of deep work without distraction could be 1 coin. Working 2 hours without touching your phone, 5 coins. That's pretty huge, isn't it?
I mean, it's your life, so you get to make the rules.
This is similar to the candle hack, but I explained this one already in this video. The 2 people rule.
Stick with me on this one because this can be so powerful if used right.
You are 2 separate people. Sabi 1 works her 9 to 5 to pay her bills. Sabi 2 works after her 9 to 5 to build her dreams. By treating these 2 versions of you as separate, starting after work becomes a lot easier. You can stay in your 9 to 5 mode, laying on your couch, watching Netflix, or switch to the Sabi 2, the one with dreams, visions, and a future she's excited about.
Think of it like a video game.
So you complete the boring missions during the day and unlock the exciting quests at night. It's almost as having an alter ego, isn't it? 2 hours every day. That's 730 hours in a year.
7,300 hours. Wow.
Check in. Now this one is really interesting because it completely shifts how you look at your evenings, and if you want something even more practical, stay with me for the next one. Here's what you do.
Every evening right after you get home, after you change into comfortable clothes, because who wants to work with jeans though, or like when it's uncomfortable?
You go to the mirror. Yes, a mirror. And you stare at yourself.
I know this may be a little bit weird, but stay with me here.
Close your eyes and imagine your future self, 12 months from now. And ask, are you proud of how I'm about to spend my night tonight? And then listen. Yes, just listen. Guys, this maybe takes a minute, or I don't know, maybe not even 5. And it's important to do that before you get to work on your dreams.
Because when you do that first, right after you get home, you're more likely not to procrastinate, because you're getting like into the mood, you know? You're like seeing her and you're like, oh damn, she wants me to work. Let's use an example where this is really powerful to use, because we love examples, don't we? I love examples. You too. I love examples.
You come home tired, like so tired that even your bed looks at you. You good? But before you do anything, you drag yourself to the mirror and do the steps from above. Would future Sabi be proud if you gave up now? Or would she tell me,
Hey, it's okay that you're tired, but just give me something to work with. 10 minutes. Delayed gratification, girl. Did you forget? Delayed gratification. I see a pimple and it triggers me. I am doing that because I want to. For my future, no one is forcing me. So stop being a victim and take control of your life. And I'm still gonna show up today because I know that my future self would want me to.
Your brain hates future regret more than it hates current effort. Well, at least my brain works that way. It pushes you to act differently and making choices your future self would be proud of, even if these are just small ones. One move.
As promised, here is something more practical. I think by now you probably realized that you could use your evening literally for anything, right?
Too much choice is sometimes the reason you end up doing, yep, absolute nothing.
Don't worry, I got you. We are gonna do exactly what the chapter says. One move. The psychology behind that is pretty simple because your brain loves to finishing things. So instead of opening a long to-do list and think, oh yeah, let's do this and this and this and this and this, no. One thing.
For example, if you're writing a book, you write one chapter. You don't work on the cover or find publishers or think about the marketing. No, just one chapter.
And the best part is that when you finished one thing, you most of the time feel so good that you accidentally start doing more. What a nice accident though.
At the end of the day, you can do whatever you want after work. You can scroll through your phone for hours, you can watch Netflix until you forget what day it is.
You can eat a whole family-sized pizza by yourself. Not saying I've done that, but I'm also not saying I never did that.
But here's the thing, the version of you 6 months from now? Yes, they're gonna show up either way.
And they either be super proud of you or look at you like that. Now, one thing I didn't add in this video because I think it's so good that it deserves its own video on its own is, wait, can we please make a little bit of old YouTube here, okay? The 1% rule. Okay, was that cringe or not?
If you want to know more, I'm gonna link the video in my description.
Anyways, I've been using that for more than 10 months now, and it's one of my favorite things. I don't even need to remind myself to do that because, I don't know, it has its own dopamine addiction going on. These are my top hacks that I like to use in the evening when I feel so tired and when I don't want to do anything at all. But I'm reminding myself, hey, I do have a dream I'm working on. I hope you enjoyed that video as much as I enjoyed filming and editing it. Well, I didn't even start editing yet, but I hope it's gonna be fun. Because like editing is sometimes really a pain. I hope this is not gonna be a pain. I feel like I need to say something smart now because it's the end of the video. So, oh, wait, let me think. You'll never get that time back, so make it count. Was that smart?